This local sports report is brought to you by the Inn of Waterloo and Conference Center. Check us out for all your conference, event, and guest room requirements for any of your out of town fans. Let us be part of your home team. We are here to exceed your expectations. Book now by calling 519-804-1130 or visit theinnofwaterloo.com.
I'm going to start this interview with an amazing picture of Jalen Duffy and her family. And take a look at this. This is Jalen just moments after signing her letter of intent to the University of Waterloo to join head coach Sean Regan and the Warriors in the women's hockey program. It's a really great picture with your family wearing those Waterloo sweaters. You got the big Waterloo logo behind you there, Jalen. Amazing. Congratulations to you. I know this is something you've worked hard for. What was that moment like for you and your family when you finally signed that letter and knew that you were going to the next level?
Thank you. No, it was great. It was unbelievable. I just felt like everything that I've worked for in the last few years, I've really made it up to where I wanted to be. From the beginning of when I played hockey, I knew I wanted to take it as far as I could. And if that was moving on to the next level, I knew that was a goal I wanted to aim for since I was in the beginning of the high school. And I was just really happy to have my whole family there celebrating with me, as I wouldn't be here without them.
I think the smile on your face in that picture really says it all. And here's what Waterloo is becoming. It's almost becoming a KW Rangers takeover. So many athletes. We talked to Kara Mark, the goaltender, a couple of weeks ago. She's committed to the Warriors. Tatum James, Abby White, Michaela Schnarr, now yourself. Why do you feel like this has been a good fit for the Rangers? And why was it a good fit for you to play post-secondary hockey?
No, I think it's a great fit for all those girls because they all have the same kind of features. They're hardworking, they're great athletes, and they're great people. So I feel like that's just the community Waterloo is putting out and having on their team. And I think that's one of the reasons why all those amazing girls are on that team.
And here's the thing too for you, that there's going to be a certain comfort level, and you're not going to Waterloo until the fall of 2022. So you've got another year before you get there. But I think it's going to make that transition so much smoother for you, walking into the dressing room, seeing familiar faces and people that you've played with before and that you're comfortable with. How much of a difference do you think that's going to make for you when you get to Waterloo in September of 2022?
No, I think it will be a good transition, and it will be great seeing like my old teammates on there because they're part of the reason why I ended up at Waterloo. They've always had good things to say about it, and they're all really good players. So I feel like having them there and welcoming me into the change room will definitely make a difference and be a good supportive atmosphere for me.
You are a defender. I've seen you play a lot, and you're an outstanding defender. But tell people who don't know about you what your style of play is and why you think you're going to fit in really well in the defense core with the Waterloo Warriors.
Yeah, so I definitely try to be a 200-foot player and jump in the offensive plays when I can and kind of help the forecheck a little bit more. I'd say I'm a pretty good teammate. I like being in the change room with all the girls on the team, hanging out at the hotels, on the bus. So that's something I really enjoy as well as not only being on the ice.
What can you say about the Warriors coaching staff? Sean Regan has been there for a number of years. He's the head coach. Dolly Miggs was obviously a high-end OUA star for a number of years. Jory Elliott really connected with the KW Rangers, obviously is also an assistant coach with the Warriors. What have some of those conversations been like? And what do you like most about the atmosphere and the family that Sean and his coaching staff are trying to build at Waterloo?
No, definitely. I really liked getting to know them over the last few months. They've been really supportive and really helpful. Just kind of, even though I can't go and visit Waterloo, obviously, right now, just sending me all these virtual tours and how I can like connect with them on like another level regarding this whole at home situation we're in. They've been very helpful. And Jory, he's always at our practices on Thursdays the last year and a little bit in November. And he's been really helpful to come out and help out our goalies. And he was always really fun to be with on the ice.
How are you sort of staying mentally sharp right now? And this isn't a question about COVID because I don't talk about COVID because it's something that, you know what, everybody else can talk about it. 519 is not going to. I think what I'm trying to get to is from a mental point of view and physical, how are you making sure that you're good to go? Here's the thing, the PWHL season hasn't been canceled at this point. Perhaps we play, perhaps we don't play. Those are questions that you and I can't answer, but you've got to be smart and sharp and ready if things come back. And it's just about, positive things right now and just trying to keep yourself going, right?
No, definitely. So me and my sister have just been trying to stay active. We got a rower in our basement. So we've been doing a lot of workouts with the rower, and I think that's one thing that has helped us because me and my sister were supposed to be on the same, this was supposed to be our first season together. So just help staying connected in that way. And, we go on a lot of walks and we kind of do stuff like that together, which I think has really helped me get closer with my sister and also stay mentally okay during this like hard time and at home. But yeah, we've been trying to stay in shape.
And I think that's positive. And I think that's something that I hope people can take away from our conversation, that everybody's in a bit of a difficult position right now, myself, yourself, because we're not at the rink or we're not on the ice, but staying focused and working hard is certainly important. And I think those are messages also that come from the KW Rangers coaching staff in the PWHL, where you played last season with Chad and Jeff and Beth and Shelly and everybody else involved in the Rangers organization. What kind of impact did they have on you? I know it was only, one short season, but I know you loved it, right?
Yeah, I definitely loved it. I was one of the younger girls on the team, as everyone was 1 year older than me, but they were all so welcoming and they were very open-minded and always positive. And I think that was an atmosphere that made me thrive and made me do better. Specifically, I had Kat as my partner last year, and she was very helpful and she was always supportive, and she really helped me through last year and thrive. And yeah, it was really good having her as a defense partner.
I know the answer to this question. Tell me how amazing Tina Duffy is, not only as a defense partner, but as a person.
No, she is. She takes the extra mile, honestly. She's a great person. I've never heard anyone say a single bad thing about her in my whole life, and I don't think anyone ever would. But yeah, she's just exceptional. She's a great person. She's always happy, always in a good mood, always trying to lift people up, and she's definitely like a perfect captain role.
And that's exactly why she's the captain.
Yeah.
Providing leadership and mentorship to the younger players. And look at you now. You're going off to play OUA hockey. Last one for you, Jalen. Just what are the best memories from last year? Is it being in the room with the girls? Is it some on-ice games that you guys ended up winning? That playoff series against Cambridge was amazing in terms of two local rivals. And I know a lot of you girls know each other just from school and different things. When you think about last year, just what comes to mind for you right away?
I think right away when I think of it, it would have to be beating Etobicoke back to back, just because they were like the first place team and the team everyone wanted to beat, and we were the only team that beat them twice, and it was actually like literally back to back, like no games in between, and I feel like those were really hard games. It was really tight. The scores were tight. It was like every battle mattered, every single thing mattered in both games. And I feel like us winning that really uplifted us as a team and brought us closer together. And it was definitely something that will stick with me for a little while.
It is a 519 commitment alert. Jalen Duffy is a Waterloo Warrior for the fall of 2022. Congratulations once again, Jalen. We're absolutely thrilled for you. Well done, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.